The Refugee and Immigrant Assistance Center is asking for donations of school supplies. Founded in 1993 as the Somali Women and Children's Association, the nonprofit has a local office in Roxbury. To tell us about the drive and other programs to help with resettlement is the center's community engagement coordinator, Gabrielle Short. Thank you very much for being with us, Gabrielle.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
As I mentioned, this was originally formed to help Somali immigrants and refugees, but I guess your clientele has gotten a bit more diverse since then, right?
Yeah, so when we started Refugee Resettlement Program in the early 2000s, we started resettling refugees from all across the world. So they come through the U.S. Refugee Admissions Program, and we resettle them from Asia, Africa, Middle East, everywhere.
Well, this is the first time you're really seriously going about asking for help with school supplies. Why is this?
You know, everything that we can do to help our clients, we do our best to do that, but we are a small nonprofit organization, and the reality is we don't have the staffing capacity to do everything we want to do. So this year we've had a lot of interest from the community in terms of volunteering and donating, and we're trying to really kind of take advantage of that and tell people how they can help. And one of the best ways to do that is by donating school supplies at the moment.
What kind of supplies?
Anything. Backpacks, binders, notebooks, pens, pencils, really anything that a teacher would put on a school supply list for students.
Now, I know people need these because they're necessary for schoolwork, and sometimes family budgets can be limited. Mm-hmm. But what's it like for a kid to go to school the first day and you don't have some of these things?
Exactly. It's really important for our students to be able to go into a new school year and not only feel prepared, but feel like they're on the same level as the other students in the class, as their peers. And that's something that's really important to set up them for success. So.
Now, of course, I know you have some other drives going on, and one is for household supplies.
Yeah, so we do something called welcome baskets. You can find out more about it on our website. And essentially, when refugees are resettled, we set them up in their first apartment. So we take donations for all household supplies and household goods so that they can come into a kitchen that's stocked and a bathroom that has soap and shampoo and everything that they would need.
Now, I imagine that people who come here, there's a lot of disruption in their life, but I guess we're talking about people who could also be very traumatized when they're coming here too.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of refugees that are arriving and immigrants are dealing with past trauma. We actually have a mental health clinic within our center, and we're able to provide therapy and medication management services in kind of a cultural and linguistically sensitive environment that they're comfortable already in.
And I guess that means you have people working there who are maybe from Somalia or another country, right?
Yep, so much of our staff is actually Somali. We also have people from other countries. The majority are refugees and immigrants themselves.
I guess another problem for many immigrants is what to do about domestic violence, especially if you come from a country with different customs, different mm-hmm. cultures, and even attitudes toward police. So what do you do for people like that?
Yeah, so we have a few domestic violence advocates that specifically work within the Muslim and Arabic communities, and they're able to not only understand the culture but speak the language of the victims. And we work with police departments and different service providers within Boston to really advocate for them and make sure that they're comfortable in getting the services that they need.
Yeah, this is BNN News, and we're talking with Gabrielle Short from the Refugee and Immigrant Assistance Center. Another thing I was thinking about, Gabrielle, is that when people come into contact with your center, they also come into contact with other immigrants. Explain why that's important.
We work with mostly refugees. We are a refugee resettlement organization, but we also serve asylees and other immigrants that are in need of services. We do whatever we can for anybody that comes into the office. It's nice that we have a very diverse staff and a very diverse clientele because we're able to really connect people within their own communities and with people that understand what they're going through.
And Chris, you've got an interesting location because you're very, very close to the mosque near mm-hmm. Roxbury Crossing too.
Yeah, ISBCC, the Islamic Society of Boston Community Center. We work with them on a lot of different things. We actually usually have ESL classes that we host at the mosque twice a week during the fall and spring semesters. We collaborate on a lot of different programs, and it's nice to have those two communities so close together because a lot of our clients are Muslim and do go to the mosque, and so we're able to kind of refer people back and forth and assist more, fully.
Finally, we should mention if people need any help or if they want to give a donation, what's the best way for them to follow up?
So our website is riacboston.org. We have all of the information for contacting us on there and more information about the drives themselves.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Gabrielle Short.